Hey Bagpipers, this is the original Bagpiper, DF Bowen, and I've got another work recap video for you. This is going to detail our unfortunate loss to, what is that, HJ capital S, little s, or I don't know, HJ 5S, something to that extent. Let's see where these guys were from. I think they were an Indonesian clan, and as you can see by the war stats, they were pretty awesome. There were only 60 stars available, and they got 54 of them, or 58 of them. So that is quite impressive. Hello, wife. I'm doing a recap video.
Hi, honey.
So
hi, out there in Bagpipers land.
So, anyways, we got 58 out of 54 stars. That's awesome. Or they got 58 out of 60 stars. Sorry, my wife distracted me. So, we got 54 out of 60 though, and that's pretty awesome. Normally 54 stars is going to win a clan war. It just didn't this time because we were up against a really good clan. So, what I'm going to do is go over 4 videos. They're all 3-star attacks. 2 of them I think are really exemplar attacks, and then the other 2 are kind of how we can learn from our attacks, because they were 3-star attacks, but we could learn from them. So first one I'm going to go over is the most heroic attack, which is my DF4 attack. And I am Town Hall 7 with DF4. Yes, there are 4 DFs. And I am attacking another Town Hall 7. This was a pretty good Town Hall 7. He had almost maxed on a lot of his stuff. So he had Dragon in the Clan Castle. Best way, I think, to get rid of dragons in the Clan Castle, if you're going to draw them out like I did, is to use archers and minions and sort of circle them around. I could have probably spread my troops out a little bit better than I did. That's a flaw I have. So I could have probably done a better job of separating my troops out. So the dragon is down, and I drop in a whole ton of giants. I rage them up. I like to rage my giants because it gives them extra speed and extra power. My wall breakers did not go where I wanted them to, and they wound up simply dying up there at the top, which that was just a kind of a waste. I dropped 1 heal spell in an effort to keep my giants close to full health, especially with the Barb King smashing away at him. And then I dropped my Hog Riders. And really what I was trying to get to was I was trying to get rid of the air defenses. And after that, with my giants, and after that, I was going to drop my healers and my Hog Riders so that I could effectively use my healers to heal my troops. So I dropped the rage down to get rid of that air defense as fast as possible. Unfortunately, what happens here is my Hog Riders, who are doing lots of destruction, I have 4 of them. Well, 3 of them just got sent off by a spring trap. And that really made this attack much more challenging than it should have been. So you can see I still have my giants are going. They're being healed. And I've now used archers and minions and my Barbarian King to clean out all the remaining buildings on the outside. And the guy my opponent, Zona Hertz, only has 2 defenses left at this point. So as you can see by the end, I actually barely am able to get the 3-star. I think it was literally at the last 1/10 of a second I was able to get it. I remember watching this live and thinking, oh wow, I'm in big trouble. But this is why you have to effectively place your troops when you're doing cleanup, so they can all basically get to the same spot in the middle and clean out the last couple buildings. So I get lucky. Well, I didn't get lucky with that air bomb right there, but I get lucky, and all my troops sort of coalesce right around the town hall. And literally, I had about a 1/10 of a second. That last swing by my Barbarian King was really the difference. So That's an attack strategy I like to use at Town Hall 7. I like using giants, healers, and then putting hog riders in my clan castle. I had a better attack earlier that decimated the buildings better than that one did. So that maybe wasn't the best example of it, but that's a strategy that I would encourage Town Hall 7's using. So let's see what else we have here. The next attack I wanted to show is a Hypermuffin attack. Hypermuffin is my son, as many of you know, and he has learned exceptionally well, I think, about how to do dragon attacks. And this is a good example. So he's first putting in 2 dragons. What that is doing is he is setting up basically a way of filtering the rest of his dragons. So he has 10 dragons, and then he has balloons in his clan castle. And by putting those dragons on the outside, the dragons he has now are going to all move towards the center, and that's where we need them to get to, because the danger to the dragons is all in the center. So we need to get rid of those 3 air defenses and the air sweeper. The other thing I would point out is he put his dragons in the direction the air sweeper was not blowing. That is a big detail that I think everybody in the clan needs to understand. When you are attacking with air troops at Town Hall 7, at Town Hall 8, balloons or dragons, you do not need to be putting your dragons in so that they are going against the air sweeper. Town Halls 8 and Town Hall 7 only have 1 air sweeper, so figure out which way it's pointing and come in the other way. This was actually such a good attack that he didn't even need 2 of his rage spells. So, great job by Hypermuffin and this is a textbook example of how to use dragons at Town Hall 7. And then look at this. He's got 1, 2, 3, 6 dragons, 4 balloons, Barbarian King, all still raring to go. And he winds up finishing this attack off in plenty of time. So, great job, Hypermuffin. You have learned well, my son. And the next 2 attacks I'm going to show are also dragon attacks. And I wanted to show those, and they're also with Town Hall 7s. I wanted to show those in comparison to Hypermuffins just because his is really the exemplar, and these are lesser, they're not as good examples of how to do this. And that's, I want to be real clear, that's not a knock on anybody. Hypermuffin and I have been playing Clash of Clans pretty much since the beginning when it came out in 2012. We've played a long time. I have 4 accounts. He's had 4 accounts himself. So we've spent a lot of time and effort learning exactly how to play this. So, I wouldn't make sure you're not like kind of comparing yourself to us. So the first attack I'm going to show is Osiris Pro, who's done a great job for us. He got 6 stars. He's been doing a really great job in Clan Wars attacking for us. So I'm going to show his replay number 2 versus Uchiha Suzuki. So he is also using dragons. He has 7 dragons instead, and it looks like he has about 15 archers. So there is one big difference right there. Hypermuffin was able to attack with 10 dragons. Now, Hyper and Osiris, they're at the same level Town Hall. But because Hypermuffin and I, we really understand how to level up our Town Halls, Osiris probably just doesn't have max army camps. So if Osiris, if you're listening, max out your army camps. If you do, you'll be able to take 10 dragons at Town Hall 7, which is, statistically significantly different than 7 dragons. So at this point, Osiris does actually a pretty good job of filtering his dragons so that they'll move towards the center. The opponent has some Valkyries in the clan castle, which will do absolutely 0 damage to his dragons. Unfortunately, the dragons do chase the Valkyries, so they're not going into the center like we'd want them to. So, that's just stuff to kind of be aware of. And his So this attack winds up working despite him not having all of his and that was a big problem right there. Osiris, if you're listening to this, you have to make sure the clan castle has been eliminated before you drop those hog riders. So those hog riders, which they cost me, I don't know, a couple hundred dark elixir before I gave them to you. Those hog riders are, they're not going to attack the Valkyries. So the Valkyries in the clan castle, or the witch, or the wizards, or archers, whatever they are, you have to have those eliminated before you can drop the hog riders. In fact, this would have been better if you just dropped the Barbarian King and let the Barbarian King take out the Valkyries, or use the archers that you had to take out the Valkyries, or even just waited until and dropped all your dragons to begin with. And if the dragons destroy the clan castle, then the Valkyries get destroyed with it, and you would never have to actually deal with them. So, because when you drop the hog riders right there, all they were going to do was just get destroyed by the way overpowered Valkyries. So those are just a couple of lessons, but once again, Osiris, you're doing a great job. Keep upgrading those army camps. Keep upgrading your troops though, so that we can and keep. In fact, I think you can take you can actually upgrade your spell factory as well, so that you can have a third spell, which makes a big difference at Town Hall 7. Hello, Milo. Milo, my cat's here too, so if he meows, that's where the meow is coming from. Okay, so the last video I was going to show, you guys have got to hear my wife and Milo this video. The last video I was going to show is Tapioca God's attack against their number 17. Looks like that's Tornado X. Tapioca, once again, another person who's doing a really great job for our whole clan, and he's been getting lots of stars for us, and we're appreciative of that. And he keeps asking me about being elder, and he's close to being elder. Just be patient and wait for the next season. So a couple things about this attack that I wanted to show. It looks like you're also Town Hall 7, Tapioca, so you need to upgrade your spell factory as well, so you can get more spells. B, never drop your lightning spells like that. That lightning spell, those lightning spells didn't do anything. You want to stack your lightning spells, or you want to use them on the clan castle. So if you stack them on those air defenses, then that will stacking them on the air defenses will allow you to take out the air defenses. You could probably have taken out one air defense if you'd done the math, just with those lightning spells. So also a couple other observations, and once again, keep in mind, I've been playing this for a long time, so I know exactly how to do these attacks the best way. When you're dropping your balloons, you want to drop your balloons behind the dragons, so the dragons are soaking up damage, and then your balloons can come in and get rid of the air defenses, or the other defenses. The other thing is, you had in your clan castle 2 Valkyries and a wizard. I know, because I saw them run out, and I gave them to you. In this attack, if I had known this was your attack strategy, I would have given you a max dragon, so that you could have had just one giant beast dragon assisting your other dragons. And I think it would have been a real easy 3-star for you with that, or easier 3-star with a max dragon. So make sure you're asking for the right troops. If you're doing air attacks, ask for air troops. If you're doing ground attacks, then I would ask for Valkyries or wizards or something like that, or hog riders. But if you're doing an air attack like this, I could have given you some max balloons or another max dragon that would have really helped. And finally, I would really encourage you to go rewatch that video of Hypermuffin, and to see how he filtered his dragons in and how he placed his dragons. In fact, Osiris did kind of the same thing. He didn't drop his dragons in one at a time. He created sort of a filter, an area over there where they could filter down into the base, and dropped his dragons basically all at the same time. So there's just some things we can do better. So great job getting the 3-star, and take all these clan wars are just a great opportunity to learn and to learn new strategies, learn new ways of defeating lots of very interesting bases. And overall, I think we're doing a great job as a clan. We had won 2 in a row before this, and we just happened to run into really a buzzsaw of a clan. If they're getting 50 out of 60 stars, there's just not much we can do about that. So, anyways, great job, guys. Long live the glorious Bagpipers. Be excellent to each other. And, if you have friends or parents or anything like that that you want to see join the clan, just tell them to join up. We're we're not running out of members. We have lots of members in both clans, but we can always use new members. So once again, only people that you know from real life, though. So this is DF out. Thanks a lot, guys. See ya.